Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens are live right now. We got to pull this one out. It's going to be a big one. Statement game, of course. Two powerhouses going at it. Two powerhouses. It's 3-0 Baltimore right now. We're waiting on CJ Stroud. But Texas fans, I'm just going to be honest with you right now. It's not looking good. Yeah, they beat a team they're supposed to beat. Down the stretch, they allowed them to, once again, get back into the ball game. Made it interesting. Wasn't for Joe Mixon picking up that first down, it'd have been very interesting. Up by 3. You shouldn't be going down the stretch with teams that's supposed to be below you. I know this is the NFL. Any team can win on any given day. But Houston Texans, you can't afford it. And I'm just going to say it right now. Everybody already know it. This team is not going far. They're not going far. It's going to be an easy exit when they get into the playoffs. If they get into the playoffs, there's a possibility they can make a nosedive. Got some teams coming up here on the schedule. If they don't take care of their business, they can have a 3-4 game losing streak if they don't watch it. Just like everybody else, I don't like what's going on. This team, whatever they had in the beginning, they totally lost it. This game here, this afternoon, wasn't good at all. You could find some things that you could point out to say, well, they did well on this, they did well on that. But overall picture, because I look at the big picture, I'm still thinking fighting for Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm crazy. Crazy just like everybody else. But the wake-up call has happened the last 2 weeks. We already know there's no Super Bowl. Not this season. Not with this offensive line. Not with this inconsistency. Occasional defensive breakdowns, which they've played well all season. Well all season. But with a bad offense like this, that defense got to be tight across the board 24/7 to win ball games against elite teams. Jaguars not elite. Wake up call, Jaguars not elite. And you win 23-20. Little late game heroics making some plays. But overall, I'm disappointed. They need that bye. They're going into the bye. Hopefully they can figure some things out. Wrinkle here, wrinkle there. Come back with a new attitude for this last stretch. So yeah, it's going to be a stretch. But they got the Dolphins coming up in this stretch. Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I mean? I think at the end of it, they're playing the Titans again. That's not a guarantee. You just lost to them. Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm concerned with everybody else. But D'Amico Ryans on the sideline, smiles here and there. I think they're just trying to play this thing off. They don't want that pressure to get to them. It's the only way you can look at it. And I like D'Amico Ryans better than the next man. But now this team's back against the wall. A lot of things are coming up. A lot of questions. People are attacking them at the press conferences now, questioning their ability. This one, a laid-back D'Amico Ryans can get him in trouble. When you have too many smiles, that kind of, everything's all right, everything's okay, don't worry. We're trying to get better each week. You know, the same old shit you hear every week. Trying to get better. It's about execution. Right? That's not us. Same old stuff. It's terrible. And they're very lucky They slipped by. Yeah, I'm going to say it. They slipped by the Jacksonville Jaguars. They slipped by the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're very, very lucky. Because if they didn't, the season would have been lost today. It'd have been no question. And y'all say, how the season lost? Why the season would have been lost? Far as they would have secured in our minds that they're not even ready for the postseason. And if they happen to get to the postseason, they're going to be turning right back around, eliminated, not advancing. That's still a possibility. It's still up in the air. You make a nosedive on the rest of these games, crazy stuff can happen. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. So I don't know, man. What happened to this team? Why all of a sudden they lost their mojo? Yeah, you had injuries here and there, but every team in the league has those. This is just executing, doing your job, staying focused. And of course, we got to blame it on some bad coaching. Offensive play calling. Bobby Slowick on the hot seat. As much praise as we gave him in the beginning when he brought this new offense, everybody was excited. Come to find out, it's too predictable. He's feeling the pressure, making the wrong play calls, not getting his quarterback in positions to succeed under pressure. Bad offensive line. You go to 5-7 step dropbacks. All of it don't make any sense. 3-step drop, the ball should be out. Hot route should be identified across the wide receiver group on the field. Who you're going to. Once you diagnose they're coming, blitzing, you have to have an outlet. Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Schultz, Stover. Somebody need to be hot. He need a security blanket at all times. Because if you're going to succeed moving forward, CJ Stroud has to get rid of the ball very quickly. He can't just hang out back there, improvise. Can't do it. He's going to end up hurt. He's going to lose the ball. It's turning into sacks. It's going to be 3 and outs. Y'all get stuffed with a couple of runs. Y'all go away from it. But lucky here today, Joe Mixon caught a rhythm after being jammed up at the line of scrimmage, most especially that first half. And he was able to loosen it up. And win the game. But you and I know, if this is an elite team, Houston Texans are blowed out on this slouchy Sunday. If it's Baltimore, they're blown out on this slouchy Sunday. If it's the 49ers, they're blown out on this slouchy Sunday. I won't continue, but there's plenty of teams that they would have been blown out with this type of performance here today. No doubt about it. Now it's 9-0. Ravens got my Eagles 9-0 right now. Watch yourself. So far, Jalen Hurts scrambling, not really looking to throw the ball down the field, not having enough time, got to make quick decisions himself. Just throw the ball away. Don't take sacks. That was his problem early on. He took too many sacks. Once you drop back and don't see it, look to get rid of the football. Too many quarterbacks taking unnecessary sacks. 1, 2, 3. You got that time clock in your head. Time to scramble. Time to scramble. Time to look for the sideline and get rid of that football. Not running around trying to find extra gaps and, running and stretching the play out. Next thing you know, you hit from behind. You're stripped. You're knocked to the ground. It's a sack, 13-yard loss. It's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, CJ Stroud is taking a long time. And I'm guessing he's going to come to the podium with a little bit of smiles too. They're able to joke a little bit now. They're going into that bye. They're feeling good. And it's okay to feel good. But you damn well is better be concerned. Very concerned. And let's tighten it up. Going into the bye now. We're just sitting here waiting on CJ Stroud. I don't know what it is with these press conferences. I mean, they drag this thing longer than what it should be. You'll be looking at this screen for damn near 40 minutes to an hour on occasion, waiting for a coach or a player. Just looking at this. Don't even throw it up. Don't even start recording until y'all had communications with the head coach, players that are coming to the podium. And they let you know maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes before they're actually ready. Then click on the video, start recording, getting ready. But you want to roll this tape looking at this screen for an hour before they show up. I guess it's this, huh? Keep all eyes glued, anticipating for one of these coaches or players to come up, get the viewership up, get the watch time down, huh? Is that it? Maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, these Texans though, man, it's disappointing. It really is. Coming into this season, you really thought that this team had a damn good chance of fighting for a Super Bowl. Got all the talent, right? Even though Stephon Diggs went out. Yes, it would be nice he was still in the lineup. We know that. But this team still has enough to go and fight and compete, just like everybody else, for a Super Bowl. Confidence has been lost. They seem confused at times. They don't even know what they're doing, what they're getting into, what they want to run. The discipline is all off. They make a big play, it gets called back. Aaron throws all over the place by CJ Stroud. Sometimes it seems like he's not diagnosing the defense and the plays quickly. Because there are missed throws on the field where a guy will come open, whether CJ sees him or not. Maybe he's in scramble mode. Maybe he's looking down at the line of scrimmage. And who would blame him? He's been on the run. He's been knocked and hit all over the place for weeks now. So in human nature, you're going to start keeping an eye out because you don't want nobody rolling over your ankle, hitting you in the back of your knee, falling awkwardly. He's cautious of that. Because that's the only thing that's going to seal this deal if something bad happens to him. And knock on wood for that. D'Amico Ryans is starting to show a little chink in his armor. He's got to get involved on the offensive side of the ball a lot more. Don't know if he's knowledgeable enough on that side of the ball or not. Don't know. But he at least need to shout, scream, motivate, make some changes, have a new play caller if that calls for it. Possibly needs it. It's hard to tell now because they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. Everything should look good against the Jaguars, even though it didn't, but everything should look good against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They bring this same effort when they come off that bye. Exactly what it's going to be. Bye. Bye-bye. Exactly what it's going to be. Bobby Slowick. We had high praise for this guy. Man, I'm telling you, high praise before the season started. Now look at him now. They ready to run him out of town. Have they really changed anything? But I'm going to tell you one thing they need to think about going to. You got to change something up, right? Why don't they go with the hurry up offense a little more? Think about it. Keep yourself in rhythm. Why don't they think about that? Especially open possessions. Especially coming in after halftime. Since you're struggling scoring touchdowns in the second half, why not speed this offense up a little bit? Going a little hurry up. And some people will say, well, the damn near the most penalized. You kind of hurry them up. That just going to mean more penalties. You know what I mean? More offsides, more false starts, more illegal people downfield. Maybe. But you got to do something. Get this team in rhythm. Here's CJ Stroud finally.
Yeah, first and foremost, just thankful to God for this opportunity. Thankful for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this game to play, to be out there and come out healthy and, full intact and my body feels good. So, very grateful for that. But yeah, those two scoring drives are big. We put some really good drives together in the first half, just couldn't finish it. And, it's something that we got to look back
Story of the year.
At, just scoring when we got these good drives, we get a turnover by the defense. We got to be able to, try to generate 7, not 3. So,
story of the year.
Ultimately, we handled everything well. They switched up a lot of things that they were doing on film and, did a lot of different coverages and different looks and, ran a little bit of man coverage and stuff. So, but I thought we handled it really well. It's meant a lot to me, man, like not only just in this offense, but just as a brother, to somebody, who's been there before, been around a great elite quarterback and Burrow, and, knows what it looks like. He always telling me, like, bro, you got it, just continue to just be you. And, for me, it's been great to have that because, at times, you can be in your own head or whatever, but, he's always there to pick you up.
That's exactly what seems like been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much timing of this before this self-stretch run? How necessary?
It's very necessary. I thought, the way we've handled these last couple of weeks has been long, to go. This has been a grind, but kind of getting to week 14 to get a bye. We're not fiending for a bye, but we're also very grateful that it comes now, and then we got 3 games in 10 days or something crazy like that. So, this is like perfect timing,
Yeah, we don't need built-in excuses though either, CJ.
We the first team to practice, got 4 preseason games, and then we go on and get the latest bye, and then go from there and get 3 games in 10 days. But